Hello everyone, it's Grandpa Hickory in Texas saying hello to all. Welcome to my video. This is the story of a sometime shadow. Listen, back in the 1960s, my dad was a money hunter. He was a treasure hunter. He had a metal detector, and it was a White's metal detector is what it was called. It was a BFO type, and he called it the sniffer. Well, we went down to Oklahoma, I think it was Porum, Oklahoma, to an area that the outlaw Belle Starr and her gang, they were known to have several hideouts in caves all down in Oklahoma, as well up into Arkansas, West Arkansas. And I think it's West Fork, I can't remember. But it rode. We met some Native Indians when we were up in Porum, Oklahoma. And they came down and they told us to beware. My dad, he started, well, what do you mean, And they told him, this is the area of the sometime shadow. Well, my dad looked at me and I looked at him. Well, we all sat down with them and they were talking to us. And they took us and showed us Belle Starr's gang's hideout underneath these rocks. I'll never forget it. We went in there and they showed us different caves, and they told us that there is a sometime shadow that comes out close to dark when the moon is coming up, and I'm talking a full moon, and they told us about it. And they said that a lot of things have happened in those woods in that area. Now, a lot of people camp out down in there. And there's been a lot of people that go to Oklahoma and they camp out in tents and all that. We had a tent. We like to got eat up by the mosquitoes. I tell you, those mosquitoes were almost big as a horse, my dad said. He said they were bigger than a mule. And I believe it. We had whelps all over us this size right here. I mean, they were huge whelps. But the Native Indians we talked to, they were real nice. I can't remember their names, and I couldn't even pronounce them. They were Indian names. But they were very friendly people. We spent a lot of time talking to them. And we camped out at, I think it was called Pemberton Creek. I can't remember the exact name. Maybe you know what I'm talking about. But we made coffee. My dad had me go down it's a running spring. It's beautiful, clear spring water. And he had me get a pot of the water, and I did, out of the stream. And I took it up, and Dad made coffee. And I tell you what, we had a wonderful time. But like I said, those mosquitoes, they came in our tents, and they ate us up. And I was sure glad when we left there. But we never saw what was called the sometime shadow. But I'll never forget the story of the sometime shadow. They said that it would come out and that things would happen. And I don't know exactly to what extent things they were talking about, but they weren't good from what I hear, what they told us. But that is the story of the sometime shadow. And this was in Porum, Oklahoma. I never will forget it. We were there in 1965. And we stayed, I think, for about 3 days and left. And I sure was glad, because I was eat up from head to toe by those horrible Oklahoma mosquitoes. Dad called them skeeters, that were as big as a mule, bigger than a horse, and larger than a mule. That's what my dad said. Hey, I'm inviting you to hit the like button. It helps my channel grow. And I'm inviting you to subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you on the next video. But that was the story of the sometime shadow. We never saw it. But it wasn't a full moon coming up while we were there. But they said that when it came up over Pemberton Creek, that there was what they called a sometime shadow that came out. And the Indians were very aware of this, and they told us about it. Hey, I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye from Texas.